Is it unfair to put RG3 level pressure on a rookie quarterback? Because that's what's happening here. It's the RG3 trade over. It's the only other trade that was this big. I mean, Carson Wentz, they didn't give up this much. Jared Goff, they didn't give up this much. 3 1s and a day 2 pick. For RG3 was a second. This one's a third. It's a lot of pressure. You can't just have a good year like RG3 did. You can't have a good 4 years like Jared Goff did. You got to be a hell of a quarterback for like 10 years. That's the pressure. And you got to win the Super Bowl because you're replacing a dude who his only fault was that he's played poorly in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl. You got to win the Super Bowl. Is that fair?
So I have an interesting take on this. I mean, clearly it's not fair to most people. My interesting take is that I actually believe it's a moot point. I actually believe that pressure already exists from Kyle Shanahan. I believe that the only quarterback personality type that can be successful as a rookie underneath Kyle Shanahan already has that I'm a lump of coal pressed down into a diamond type of a hardness to him.
Yes.
And because of that, I don't think it actually matters how many picks you gave up to get him because Kyle would break a guy before the pressure from the organization would.
Right. It's not like Kyle's going to be even more of a stickler because they traded up. Like Kyle's just going to do his thing where he's just a total hard ass because that's who he is. It's his style. And he chalks it up to being, keeping it real, being blunt.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
He believes he's right. And no one can talk him out of it. And I respect him for that. It's what I respect about this move by both of them is it gives us a move to finally judge them on. This is a career defining move. Kyle does have to worry about his legacy in this game coming from his father, who obviously has one that's cemented in stone within the league. I think that this gives us that moment to truly judge, even if it doesn't end up costing him his position and John becomes the sacrificial goat. I still feel that it will be fair for us to judge Kyle's success or failure based on this pick because we all know he made it.
So an interesting way to spin this is pressure's on Kyle. The pressure is not on the rookie quarterback. It's Kyle's job. If they don't get this right, Kyle wanted to do this. Everyone knows that Kyle's not unsatisfied with Jimmy Garoppolo, even though he's 22-8. Not good enough, 22-8. Okay, man. Well, you're going to run Jimmy Garoppolo out of town. You're going to replace him with a rookie. You better be right because if Jimmy goes back or wherever, if he goes to Washington, that's a hell of a team. If he goes to Washington and wins and your pick that you traded 3 years worth of first round picks for isn't good, then you're not a genius anymore.
No,
you're a joke and you played yourself. You had a winning quarterback delivered to you. You were ungrateful and you ran him out of town for a downgrade. That's what you'll be remembered for, other than the 2 losses in the Super Bowl. So Kyle's got to be careful here.
Yep. I think that my hope is, regardless of how intelligent Kyle is, there are types of people who believe they know it all and types of people who, regardless of how brilliant they may be, are open to new ways of thinking and an introduction of something they may not be thinking of. And I don't know Kyle well enough to say he fits one category or the other. And therefore, my hope is that he's got someone who's willing to tell him and that he's willing to listen. Because as someone who has coached coaches before, not in any type of a sports scenario, I believe that it is a coach's job to be able to tailor your coaching style to the individual and not the individual needing to only be able to take one particular coaching style. Ooh, did I lose you? I'll keep it going here. The show must go on, Grant. I'm going to assume that I am live and that it is your picture that is frozen there. So I would say that, is Kellen Mond a reach at pick 3? Let me jump into that. That is definitely a reach. But I would say if I were Grant, no, you go for who you want.
The pressure's on Kyle. The pressure is not on the rookie. Kyle made this move up. The rookie didn't decide he's worth 3 first-round picks. Kyle has to be right. He's running Jimmy Garoppolo out of town. He's bringing in the replacement. Be right about it. Otherwise, people are going to make fun of you.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I wonder if Kyle cares if anyone makes fun of him. I suspect not. I admire him for that. I don't think that I could be immune to getting made fun of. I'm going to go through and read the comments after this and just cry for a little bit, right? I'm going to be like, oh my God. No, so I think you're right that it's certainly a move we will judge him by. It's certainly a career defining type of a move. It is definitely a legacy defining type of a move. And I respect the fact that nowadays we seem to be talking more and more. Players and coaches seem to be honest about that legacy conversation. If you read a recent article about Carmelo Anthony on the Blazers talking about concern for his legacy once he leaves, it's a very genuine, open dialogue about the importance of, yes, you played in the league or coached in the league for X number of years, but then when you step away, all you have left is that legacy.
Yeah. Yeah. He should really be thinking about his legacy and his reputation, because honestly, I mean, for a guy who's lost 2 Super Bowls, and a guy who has had 3 losing seasons in 4 years, he's still considered a genius. So if he doesn't figure this out, things could change for him. My computer is making really weird noises. I think I got to figure this out. This has been a really good show, though. I appreciate you doing this. You were terrific, man. Thanks so much. Hold on.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
$10 donation, so I don't want to have them waste their money. Answer real quick, and then we'll go.
Jump in.
Joel says draft Fields round 1 and draft Tylan Wallace from Oklahoma State round 3 to replace wide receiver Bourne and get OBJ from the Browns. Somehow, our passing game and offense will be nice and more lethal. Hey, man, if they can pull that off, I'll give them an A+ for the offseason. Joel, thank you.
That would be fantastic. I would love to have OBJ on a Kyle Shanahan offense. I think that would be electric to watch.